as far as I'm concerned.
What's up, people? It's your boy Reese Ross. Sitting here with my man Mark tonight. We're gonna read off some of these emails, give our opinion on what y'all got to say. Mark, what's going on, though?
What's going on, man? That's Mark, Big Mark, aka aka the bearded legend, aka your boyfriend wants my beard, aka your girlfriend wants to touch my beard, otherwise known as just Mark.
In case y'all didn't know, I think he has a beard.
Bearded legend.
Anyway, for the first time, we're going to read off some emails that people sent in, but this is going to be the first time I didn't do it by myself, I think. Anyway, it don't matter. But we're going to get into these. We're going to give our opinion as usual. And if y'all want to keep hearing these, y'all need to send more questions and stuff in. You ready, Mark?
I'm ready, bro. Let's do it.
All right. So our first email is from Corey H. It says, my girl's friend posts everything she do online, day-to-day relationships, etc. The problem is we always have to hear about how she hate that everyone is always in her business. And I want to say something to her about why it's happening. What's your suggestion on the subject? Thanks. Well, Corey.
So is this Corey's friend or Corey's girlfriend's friend?
His, looks like it's his girlfriend's friend.
Okay, gotcha.
And off top, I'm going to agree with you. I feel the same way. It's weird how people will tell all their business on, like, Facebook and shit and then be mad when somebody say something about it, like somebody spying on them or something. Like, you told everything you fucking do, including what you ate for breakfast. Now you mad that somebody said something.
Right. And if you worried about somebody saying something about it, then you shouldn't be posting it on Facebook or any other social media platform. And you know, you can stick to the memes or
exactly. Find another way to get attention.
Yeah, because a lot of people do that. You know, it's like if you're gonna post it, you know, people gonna read it. People, if you're dumb enough to post this, people are smart enough to read it. So, you know, you got to be wary of that. You know, especially nowadays, nothing goes away. So if you're posting something, you better be, you know, ready for the consequences of what you post.
And not only that, if they read it, they gonna fucking comment on it. Like, and you can't be mad that they commented on it because they wouldn't have known it if you wouldn't have posted it. So the other part of his question was, he's saying that he kind of want to say something to her about why it's happening, why everybody know her business, but he don't know if he should say nothing.
Well, I mean, I guess it depends on if you want that argument, because it's going to turn into an argument for him.
Is your girl going to get mad if you say something to her friend about doing stupid
right.
shit online? Because that's what's going to happen.
Right, and are you going to become one of those, one of your girlfriend's friends' imaginary haters? Because that's what it sounds like it boils down to. She feel like she got imaginary haters. Everybody's hating on what she's doing, this, that, and the other. And if you say something, you know, you open up the open up the door for that to be you. You know what I mean?
Them imaginary haters be killing them, don't
yeah.
Yeah, getting in imaginary fights with them and shit.
Yeah, like, darn, dude, it ain't that serious. Yeah, I never understand that. You know, I post a lot on social media, and I post a lot of crazy stuff, but everything I post is either a joke or I find the shit funny. You might not find the shit funny. You might be mad or whatever, but I mean, to me, like 90% of the stuff I post is funny to me in some type of way. But I'm also, you know, aware of what I post, and you know, I'm fully prepared to deal with the consequences of what I post.
Hey, look, ain't no use of being mad unless the shit that somebody posted pertain to you.
Right. Well, that's the problem too. Everything you post is sometimes
like
people
it pertain to somebody.
Or somebody thinks it pertains to them. It's like, no. Like, that's just something that was on my mind at that moment. Like, I mean, if the shoe fits, word, but, you know, you be all right. Well, you know, a Band-Aid.
Like Mark said, I don't know if you should say something. You got to consider the argument you're going to have if you say something. Because you either going to get in an argument with that person because they're going to deny that that's why it's happening and everybody's out for them and all that bullshit. or your girl gonna be mad because you popping off on her friend about some shit
Right.
that she probably don't want to hear either, but she don't want to say nothing. So you just got to consider whether you want to have that argument or not. And I guess it depends on how bad it's actually bothering you. Like you said that y'all always, I'm supposing that you talking about you and your girl always got to hear about what's going on with her friend or whatever.
Right.
So you also got to consider, how bad is that really bothering you?
Right, and you gotta be careful, trying to correct somebody that's not your girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? That's a problem in itself.
That's a whole new argument right there.
Yeah, I mean, if it was your girlfriend, you can pull your girlfriend to the side and have that conversation with her, or she can have that conversation with you, wherever it may be. But somebody coming in from the outside, and I'm assuming that's your girl's friend, not your friend. Like, so that's a little tough situation right there.
But see, it sounds like to me, Corey and his girlfriend had already had this conversation about having to listen to her talk about what's going on with her and who hating on her and all this stuff and people in her business. It's like it seemed like they already had this conversation privately, and they trying to figure out whether they should say something.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta mind your damn business. If it ain't got nothing to do with you, just mind your damn business.
I agree with you on that, but it sounds like she coming to them telling them this shit.
Right. Well, yeah, I mean, it ain't your friend, so you can always leave the room, or
either that or just start giving her bad advice so she won't want to tell y'all nothing no more.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's a tough one, like I said, because it's not your girlfriend. If it was your friend or your girlfriend, then I can understand you trying to correct them. But if it's just somebody that your acquaintance with through your girlfriend, I don't know, how you would go about correcting somebody like that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say you might want to do some real considering and be careful about your choice, because it sounds like if you say something, it's probably gonna cause more problems than you was ready for.
Right.
But anyway, Corey, we appreciate you writing in.
Thanks,
Hope it'll work out for you. All right, our next one is from Nina from Vinton. Nina said, I'm a 26-year-old female, single, and so on. I'm writing because I need an unbiased male opinion on something. I'm thinking about doing some body mods, and then in quotation to say plastic surgery. Nina, we know what body mods is. Just saying. It says specifically.
I need clarification. Not this way.
I need pictures.
Yeah, pictures.
A video. Anyway, it's
My phone number is 540.
Hey, Afaicpod@gmail.com.
Yeah.
It says specifically my boobs and my butt, and it says, however, I don't think that my male friends are being honest with me when I ask them should I do it. Looking forward to hearing your take. Thanks if you read this on the episode. Well, first of all, you are welcome. Second of all, I would really like to know how you're asking, like, what are you saying to them to get a reaction from them? Are you just saying, like, should I get my boobs done? Should I get my butt done? Is that what you're saying? Or are you saying, like, is something wrong with what I got? Should I get more done? Right.
I think on that one, you do what you're comfortable with. It's your body. You do what makes you feel better. But my only advice would be not to go overboard with it. Nowadays you got people going out and get them, the Brazilian butt lifts and getting breast implants and all that shit. And like you going up 5-6 sizes from what you are, and then I had to ask the Brazilian butt lift stuff. They just going out of control with it. As long as you can keep it to where it looks natural.
Get to walk around looking like fucking Grimace from McDonald's and shit.
I would say go with it, but it's your body. Do what you feel is best for you. But I wouldn't do it because someone wants me to do it. So
yeah, my take is kind of the same. Do it because you want to do it. Don't do it because you think somebody else is gonna like it. Because in the end, ain't nobody gotta like it but you. But don't do it because you think, oh, these people will like it or they'll think about me different. Don't do it. That's a fucked up reason to do it. On the other hand, now that I gave you good advice,
I was going to say,
you need to check your boys.
Yeah.
These male friends that you say you don't think being honest with you, you need to find out what their real intentions is right now.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Because it sounds like they're going to tell you to do some shit, and if it don't look good, they're going to be the first ones to say something about it.
Right.
You shouldn't have did that.
Or they doing it for their own, their own reasons or whatever. It's not because it's, what's best for you. It's best what they want to see or whatever,
Yeah, I hope these friends you're talking about ain't the ones that you basing your decision on, because that sound like it ain't, like you said, it ain't in your best interest at all. It's in their best interest for whatever reason.
Yeah. He might like triple D's or whatever the hell it is, but a D might be good for you, So
yeah, they might want your butt to look like two Volkswagens backing up in the same lane, but that shit might not be good for you. So do what make you happy, not what make other people happy.
And another thing too is like, if you need research on that, just go to Instagram. Some of them brides on Instagram, it'd be like, man, you could tell that joint look fake, and it's just like it don't have no jiggle to it. Ain't got nothing going on, man. It's like, that shit fake as hell, and it's too big. Like,
not only that, let me just say this. I don't know you. I don't know what kind of person you are, but I'm gonna give you some real advice. If this is what you decide to do, this is not where you want to start cutting the budget at.
Right.
Don't look for a deal. Definitely don't get no shit that you found on Groupon. If you're going to do it, go on, spend the money and get it done right, or you're going to look like somebody's science experiment.
And that, or at least start working out or something like that, or, because you see some of them chicks, man, and like, they got this big old butt, and it's like their thighs and shit is like three times smaller than their damn butt, and then, you got the calves. It's like, you can tell it's fake. It's like, yeah, if you're going to do something like that, just make sure, I would make sure that you keep it within the natural range of things, of your body type and all that stuff, and not go overboard with it. But
just make sure you're doing it for you, not so you can get more likes or more followers or whatever it might be.
Yeah,
because believe me, more people will point out that it looked bad if it looked bad.
Well, you want attention, but you don't want the wrong attention because you look crazy.
You don't want to be that chick that people scared of because you look crazy as hell.
And then too, you gotta worry about botched surgeries and stuff like that too with plastic surgery. So make sure that you're doing your research on that, and you're going to somebody that got good reviews and.
That's a good point. Look, it's a show on TV called Botch. Watch a few episodes of that. Try to find the episodes that pertain to what you're thinking about doing. Just not even to scare you. Just make sure you know the pros and the cons about what you're thinking about doing.
Yeah, I followed a chick on Instagram, and she like removed her butt implants, man, and she went through some crazy stuff. Like probably I don't remember how many surgeries. But it was
one too many.
Yeah, it looked painful as hell. So if you're gonna do stuff like that, make sure you're doing your research, and you're not just going to anybody. You're not going to some backyard physician and injecting you with cement and shit like that.
If you got to meet your doctor at a hotel room,
right,
it probably ain't a good idea. Or if you got to leave the country, probably ain't a good idea.
Yeah. I definitely wouldn't suggest any of that. But to each his own. And I hope you figured that one out. But
at the same time, if you do it and you feel like you need further input, you got the email address. Go on, send the pictures. Believe me, we'll look at them. And I don't know you, so I'll tell you exactly what I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what I think anyway, so it don't matter.
But anyway, Nina from Venton, we thank you for writing in. Again, hope that goes well. Hope you decide to really sit down and think about what you're thinking about doing and make sure you're doing it for the right reasons. All right, next, we got Alan M. from Richmond. Alan said, so I can't be the only person that's annoyed by people on Facebook and Instagram about how Trump was so much better than Biden or vice versa, and how everything that is wrong currently wouldn't have happened if Trump was still president. Then he goes on to say, I know you don't do a lot of political talk, but please tell me I'm not the only one that feel like this. Thanks, keep it up. Well,
where do we start?
First of all, Alan, appreciate you. And you're right. I don't do a lot of political talk. is actually kind of annoying, but I also know exactly what you mean about people that every little thing's like, this wouldn't have happened if Trump was still president. Biggest issue is, I don't think any of these people that post this shit have actually done research about what they posting about. We was just having this conversation. I seen somebody post about how high gas prices is, basically making it like when Trump was president, gas prices is still high. And it's like, gas prices ain't been this high since sometime back in the past. And I'm like, gas prices ain't been this high since this time last year. And just in case, and I hope this person is listening, just in case you don't know, every fucking year
we have this same fucking
the
discussion.
gas prices go up at the same time every year. And it go up to like the same amount every fucking year.
The only difference with last year's was nobody was traveling and we had the restrictions and all that bullshit. So the gas prices did drop, but it wasn't because anything that Trump did. It was because of fucking COVID. It was because nobody was traveling any fucking where.
And they ain't high now because of anything Biden did. And, matter of fact, other than gas prices, fucking lumber. Okay.
Lumber prices is kind of crazy, but it don't have anything.
Lumber
with
prices is crazy, but don't have shit to do with who's president.
Just like gas prices don't.
Same thing with ammunition. Ain't got shit to do with who's president because you can't find it.
Right.
That's got to do with people that like to get shit started and make you believe that something's about to happen that ain't gonna happen. And
capitalize off your stupidity because you run out and buy 5,000 rounds of ammunition
for no fucking reason.
For no, the same thing with the toilet paper and all that bullshit. You're making somebody a millionaire off your stupidity.
Yeah, and that's the same motherfuckers that when the news say we're gonna get a foot of snow, y'all motherfuckers go buy all kinds of bread, milk, and shit that you don't even normally buy. And why are you buying bread and milk anyway? Why ain't you buying meat and shit? Like, that's the dumbest shit I ever heard. Anyway.
One thing that gets me is, like, when I'm not a big Biden supporter, but I definitely wasn't a Trump supporter either. But it wouldn't even, like, we only, 2-3 months into his presidency? Yeah. It's like, oh, God, it's like, you got to give the man a chance to try something. I mean, at least he working and not golfing all the fucking time.
Hey,
like
look,
that other
the
dude.
other problem is these same motherfuckers is doing all this complaining about Biden doing this and it wouldn't have happened if Trump was doing this. I don't see y'all motherfuckers turning them checks down when they show up.
Oh, hell no.
I don't see nobody sending them deposits back when they show up in their bank account and shit while you doing all that talking.
But that's just like the vaccine. When it first came out, at the end of his presidency, they were trying to give him credit for the vaccination, you know what I'm saying? But now it's like they anti-vax and just that and the other. It's like,
although they forgetting about the part where he was against the vaccine in the beginning and shit.
Even though he was one of the first ones to get the fucking vaccine.
Yeah. So while y'all talking about how great he was, just remember that when he was telling you not to get the vaccine, this motherfucker was getting vaccinated.
He already had the vaccine. Him and his people around him already had the shit.
But anyway, regardless of what I think, Alan, you're not the only one to see this. And like I said, it's actually really fucking annoying.
Well, that's politics on I know I post politics and political stuff on Facebook. But like I said, I try to be fair and balanced on everything that I say. And most of the time, mine's backed up with a little bit of thought behind it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm not just posting some crazy shit just to be posting it,
Well, and a lot of these motherfuckers is posting shit that they done seen other people say.
Right.
So, like, you randomly believe in anything you read, like, oh, I believe that you fucking stupid. That's what you are. Anyway.
Yeah, everybody's tired of that shit.
I'm more on the side, look, if you're doing right, you're doing right. But if you ain't, you ain't. Don't try to take credit for something somebody else did. But, Alan, you're absolutely right. You're not the only one that feel like that. That's just annoying to me to even see it. I done got rid of some people out of my social circle because of that shit, because that's all the fuck they talk about all the time. And while they're doing all that talking, not only are they not turning anything down, I ain't seen near one of these motherfuckers do anything that even led to thinking about helping change something that they complaining about.
Right.
So fuck them.
Yeah, social media, man, it's a blessing and it's a curse. You know, you gotta pick your battles on there, and then, I mean, I know me personally. Sometimes I need to step back, even though I post just about almost every day. But you know, I guess that's one of my vices. But you know, it's more fun to me. I use it more as a tool to, you know, laugh and connect with people. You know what I'm saying, stuff like that. But I do have my moments where I post some crazy shit and have people mad at me and all that shit. But yeah, I mean, well,
Every time I post something, somebody mad at me, whether it's got something to do. But look, only people get mad at me is the ones that's guilty of what I'm talking
oh
about
yeah,
anyway.
definitely. Like if somebody get mad at something you post, it's definitely to hit a chord. It's like, dude, if I was talking about you, trust me, I tag your ass, or either I say something to you. I ain't got no problem with it.
Anyway, Alan, again, I appreciate you. You ain't the only one that feel like that, but this right here is the reason that I don't do a lot of politics, because I don't agree with everybody, but I don't disagree with everybody. The problem is when people saying shit and just don't have nothing to back it up.
I just don't like that Trump dude.
Well,
Orange fucker.
we same on that one, but still. All right, so on to the next one. The next one is from Rebecca S. from Cleveland, Ohio. And Rebecca said, what is your feelings on what seems to be a growing number of adults bullying each other, either online or at work and everywhere else in between? Seems like this is more common than just talking it out with somebody, or if you got a problem with somebody, just fight or whatever and get it over with. Let me know what you think about this whole thing. P.S. Love the show. You know what? I absolutely agree, because I can't count how many times I've listened to somebody talk about this person that they don't like or this group of people that they don't like, blah, blah, fucking blah. But then they run into these people and nothing at all. Ain't nobody saying nothing. Ain't nobody running up on nobody. Nothing.
It's the gang mentality. It's like, you know, people. I mean, most of the time, when someone's getting bullied, there's more than one person. It ain't just one person.
Yeah, it's generally multiple.
It's
people.
not like what's the dude on Back to the Future? What's his name?
Marty.
Now Marty was one that was getting bullied. What's the dude's name? Biff or some shit like that. It ain't a whole lot of Biffs running around no more. It's more of a gang mentality nowadays, and you know, you just gotta be careful, because most of those people, like you said, and like once they see you out in public or, you know, got that chance to address you, they won't say anything. You know, they'll just wait till you walk off, and then they'll, you know, scrung up their face or have something to say. But bullying is just, it's crazy, you know, to think that adults have to deal with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, why are you picking on someone that can't defend themselves?
And it seems like it happens more with adults than it do with kids in fucking middle school now anyway.
I'm gonna keep it 100. More females be doing the bullying than dudes nowadays. I think.
I think it's always been that way.
Yeah, they get the little game mentality, the little group chats and all that stuff, and be bullying people and shit.
Let me be the one to give y'all a warning, and y'all can listen to me or not. You better watch who you fucking with, because some of them people ain't quite who you think they are, and you ain't gonna find out until it's too late.
Oh yeah, until somebody starts swinging on you, and then you're just like, oh, we was just talking. Nah, it ain't talking no more.
And then the other thing that's gonna happen is you gonna be getting your ass beat, and them people that was hyping you up and was agreeing with you about all the shit you was talking, they ain't gonna help, because they're gonna be scared they gonna get their ass beat. And then once everybody know about it, I don't think you gonna have nothing else to say. But if you don't like somebody, just first of all, you ain't even gotta fucking say nothing to them. Like, just go.
My thing is, I don't understand. Like, I don't know if it's the new generation or what, but it's like I said before, the gang mentality is like, if one person, all it takes is for one person not to like you, and then next thing you know, you got 2 or 3 people that's siding with that person, trying to, you know, find a reason not to like you.
Yeah.
You know, you can be the coolest person, or, you know, be quiet. You know, you ain't even got to be a person that's out there like that. but people will find a reason not to like you because of that whole they want to be a part of a gang and all that type of stuff. But yeah, it's getting really bad. I mean, you think we would be talking about kids when we talking about bullying and stuff like that, but
really.
it's worse among adults than it is among kids. I think in some cases, you know.
Yeah, because it's a whole lot different when you talking shit online or something like that versus when you standing in front of that person.
Yeah, and if you one of them people that's out there, you know, that's getting bullied, I mean, at some point, you know, I know it's easier said than done, but you know, you got to build a backbone, and sometimes you got to, you know, address people.
You got to stand up for yourself.
Yeah, you got to address people. If somebody bullying you and they got something to say to you, you know, sometimes the best way to get that situation done and over with is to get out in the open. You know, what's up? What you want to talk about?
Generally, when you stand up for yourself, that'll generally end it all.
Yeah. Like you feel a certain way about me, cool. Why? And most of the time when you ask somebody why they feel a certain way about you, most of the time they don't have a good reason why they don't. So
well, let me make sure everybody understand. If I don't like your ass, there's a reason I don't like your ass, and it ain't got nothing to do with what nobody else think.
Yeah.
Just in case somebody was like, well, you don't like this person, and I think it's it's because I don't like you. Has nothing to do with what Mark think or what anybody else think. That ain't why. I just don't like you because the reason I don't like you.
Right. There ain't many people that I dislike. Like, you really have to do something to me for me to really dislike you. Like, I got some people I don't rock with, but, you know, as far as me, like, disliking you, you probably ain't did nothing to me for me to spend that much energy not liking you. So I'm not going to dislike you, you know what I mean?
My new leaf that I'm turning. my bad. I didn't mean to laugh when I started to say that, but nah, my new leaf, and I'm saying it so it's out forever, so somebody can say, well, you said this. The people that I don't like, it's like Mark said, I don't rock with them. I don't hate them, but I don't rock with them. However, those same people could probably, they know why. First of all, they know why I don't like them. Ain't no mystery why I don't like them to them. They know why. But if they apologize or something, I'll take it. We can be cordial. We probably won't be cool like talking about, but at the same time, take a lot of energy to hate on somebody. And I getting older, I ain't got that kind of energy anymore.
Right.
But anyway,
yeah, it's just crazy, man. Like, and the means that people are using to bully now, like I said, with social media, and it's just like not too long ago, I had a kind of a family chat, not to throw my business all out there, but and that kind of was going on in the chat about another family member, and it was just like, yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and exit out of this because that's not what I'm here for. You know what I mean? We can laugh, joke, and share memes and all that crazy stuff, but you know, once you get to all that stuff, it's just like, you know.
Bottom line is, if you can't say whatever you're saying to that person's face, just don't even say it at all, because yeah, you might be impressing some people that's reading what you're talking about or whatever, but at the same time, you looking just as bad because, again, you talking all this shit behind the keyboard or whatever, but if that person stepped to you, all of a sudden you quiet and got amnesia, don't know what they talking about and shit. If you can't say it to their face, don't say it at all.
Right, and that's one of the things I try to pride myself on. I'm not going to say nothing behind your back that I won't say to your face. So if I say it to somebody else, I'm definitely going to say it to you. So, you know, that's just me, though.
But anyway, Rebecca, we appreciate you writing in. Again, this is one of those things that I think everybody, or at least most people, has some experience dealing with. It's kind of unfortunate the way things are now, but that's the way things are, and you know, only way you can deal with it, or one of the ways you can deal with it, is head on. So, and hopefully you ain't one of the ones that's getting bullied, but if you are, the first thing you can do is go ahead and step to that person, because I guarantee you what they've been saying online or whatever is not what they're going to say when you standing in front of them.
Right. Or the always the alternative is to, you know, stay off social media. But, you know, social media is a big platform right now. And, you know, a lot of things come from social media. You know, connection with friends, connection with family, business, and all that stuff. So, you know.
Then you got a lot of people without backbones that's the only way they can ever say anything, and that's how they decide to do it, as far as I'm concerned. TM. But, Rebecca, appreciate you writing in. Keep it coming. The next one is from Audrey W. from Blacksburg. It said, this one going to hit home a little bit, dog. It's I work.
Blacksburg.
Well, that too. It's I work in close contact with like 4 people that I don't get along with, but it's my job, so I can't really say or do anything. Any suggestions on how I can make things easier and not get my ass fired? P.S. I'll lose my shit if I hear you read this on the podcast. Well,
Hold on, say that one more time.
which part?
The whole thing, because I kind of zoned out, bruh. Sorry.
All right. So Audrey said she worked in close contact with like 4 people that she really don't get along with.
Gotcha.
But it's her job, so she can't really say or do anything. And she said, do we have any suggestions on how she can make things easier and not get her ass fired? Her words, not mine. Then it said, P.S. I'll lose my shit if I hear you read this on the podcast. Holla. Well.
Lose your shit.
Gone lose your shit, dog. Hey, look, you might still have a hard time finding toilet paper after you do that.
This one, man, pretty simple for me. I mean, you go to work to make money, not make friends. So, I mean, and if you do make friends at work, then that's a bonus. But, you know, carry your ass to work and do your job and mind your damn business. I mean, I know that's easier said than done, but, you know, we all deal with people we don't like.
I mean, that's probably what you should do. Excuse me. But at the same time, the first thing you need to do is these people that you don't get along with or don't like or whatever, first thing you need to do is consider what the reason is that you don't like these people. Because, and this was where what I'm telling you is check yourself. If it's some stupid shit that you don't like them for, especially if it's some shit you heard, not something that you know, but some shit you heard, you need to stop. And then, I mean, you know, you don't have to say anything. I understand, like you said, you're working close contact with them. I understand everybody has those people at work that they don't really like, but they can't necessarily get away from. But you can limit conversation and or contact with these people if you absolutely have to. Is whether you choose to do it or not.
Right. And she didn't say what type of work environment that she work in.
Yeah, and she also didn't say why she don't like these people. So it's kind of hard to, you know.
Judge. Yeah, because like with our job, you know, I can throw my earbuds in and turn up the music and
not know nobody there.
And not deal with nobody.
Exactly what I do.
Yeah, I mean, if that's the case, then, you know, if you can do that, then that probably be something that you need to do. But if there's somebody that you need to talk to on a regular, then you got to remember that you're an adult. You got bills to pay and all that stuff. You know? You got feed. If you got a family, you got mouths to feed and all that. And, you know.
Not only that, if you get fired, they going to have that job and you still ain't going to like them, but you ain't going to have no job. So, you know, like I said, you really got to think about why it is that you really think you don't like these people. And if it's not a legitimate reason, just let it go. Because chances are, I mean, they might not like your ass either. So, you know, you ain't losing nothing if you don't talk to them or whatever. But just keep your head down and do your thing. That's probably the best thing you do, especially if you think it's a situation where if you say something or do something that it might cost you your job, you know, just stay away from them as best as possible. And again, like Mark was saying, I know it's easier said than done, but we all have to do it.
Right.
I don't know many people in any field of work that don't work around at least one person that they don't like and still have to deal with. And there's ways to do that without popping off to them or finding somebody in the parking lot and stomping them down.
Right.
So like you can always do that.
And not to be the hard ass or nothing like that, but shit, we all grown. Like, you know, if I don't like you, you don't like me. That's cool, but we still got a job to do.
Yeah,
so, I mean,
no doubt.
like, you still got to get paid. Like, long as some checks flowing, I don't give a fuck if I like you or not. Like, I can find something. Like,
when it start affecting your money, that's when you should start worrying about what you should do. Right,
and then if it gets to the point of where someone's being disrespectful to you or something like that, you always meet them off the clock or whatever. But I don't condone violence and all that
See,
shit.
that's what a violent person would tell you. You can always. I don't know where you work. I don't know what you do, but if it's that bad, it's always somebody higher up than you that you can go to and make them aware of the situation, and maybe get you moved to a different section or whatever it is. But you have choices other than doing something stupid and losing your job.
Yeah, because like once again, we all grown, and I don't know what your financial situation is, but my job is pretty important to me. So I need that to pay for my bills and all that shit like that. So if I got to deal with a couple people I don't like or don't like me or whatever, I normally get along with people, but yeah. I'm just gonna have to suck it up and be a grown up. That's a part of being a grown up, dealing with people you don't like.
put your big girl panties on.
Yeah, or small ones.
Yeah,
or don't wear them at all. Whichever one you like.
Whatever makes you feel the most comfortable when you at work. That's the ones you should or shouldn't put on.
That might be the problem. You got your drawers too small.
Or they might be too big. I think I said this before, but you could look like two raccoons wrestling in a trash bag too. But nah, like, do what's best for you. Again, like I keep saying, don't do what you think is gonna be better for other people. Do what's good for you.
Right.
Now,
and keeping your job is probably a good thing.
if you got some more shit lined up and you gonna leave anyway, then maybe
I mean, I guess there is some situations that would change what we're saying, but all in all, your biggest thing is that you got a family to feed, you got bills to pay. Fuck them.
I think until they put their hands on you,
right.
Fuck them.
Right.
Now,
like that's
somebody
totally
swing on you or something.
Yeah,
fuck
totally
that job.
Yeah, that's self-defense. So.
Anyway, Audrey, none of this shit will stand up in court. I was just playing when I said everything I said, but hopefully they get better for you. Hopefully this give you a little bit of insight of how you should be looking at the situation. All right. Oh yeah, and you if you shit yourself, you really need to take a shower or something because it's nasty.
Yeah, get you some baby wipes.
Get you a bidet. Anyway.
What you know about a bidet?
Hey man, I kind of want one for real. I don't know how I'm gonna react to the whole thing, just because I know what it is. But look, I tried to buy one. I tried to get somebody to buy me one.
I see your ass there. Ooh.
I was thinking about the benefits.
Yeah,
be more clean and so on.
Cleansing. Be more cleansly.
But then I won't be able to look my friends in the face when I go outside. Like, damn, Reese, what's wrong? Like, man, this some bullshit.
My brother got one of them joints, man. Like, they hook up to the side of your toilet.
I'll buy one, bro. I ain't scared. Well, I am kind of scared, but yeah.
Give me some baby wipes, dog.
That's you about to fuck somebody's plumbing up. That's what you about to
fuck them.
Anyway.
Got the flushable joints, bro.
Sidetrack. Hey, look, I really don't have a bidet in my house, but if somebody want to buy me one, hey, look, if you buy me one, I'll try it out. I'll let you know how it was. Anyway, the next email is from Tracy F. from Buchanan, Virginia.
Ooh, Buchanan. I love Buchanan. I used to spend my summers in Buchanan.
Country.
Fuck you, nigga. I want some french fries. Gonna think of it. Anybody know about Buchanan? You knew about them french fries.
I guess I don't know about Buchanan then because I have no
the
idea
carnival,
what you're talking about.
The carnival, it's coming up too, bro. I might take you down there and get you some french fries.
Hell no, you ain't. Ain't fucking with y'all, bro. You ain't get me hemmed up.
Man, we go in, get some french fries, we be out. Quick, fast, in a hurry.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the email?
Sure,
from?
that's what Rosa Parks and them said too. Anyway, my bad, y'all. Emails from Tracy F. from Buchanan. Tracy says, so I have an ex-friend that I don't talk to anymore for many reasons. See, hold on. I'm going to stop right here. Please do not write me and say some shit like, I don't talk to them for many reasons. I need to know the reasons.
Yeah,
anyway,
we got to decipher this shit.
Yeah. See, now I'm just assuming what the reasons are, and they probably ain't none of them right. So next time, I want to know what the reasons was.
We are masters in the art of what you don't say.
Anyway, let's say I have an ex-friend that I don't talk to for many reasons. The problem is now I feel bad, not because we're not friends anymore, but because so many other people hate her for their own reasons, and I know that she's not. I know that she's an emotional person and can't handle it. Am I tripping because I feel bad for her? Thanks again.
You tripping?
Yeah, you tripping.
You tripping for the simple fact that you not friends with her, but you worried about other people not being friends with her or other people hurting her feelings, and you probably hurt her feelings too.
My
Boom.
first question is this an ex-friend or ex-girlfriend? Because
Ooh.
it sounds like there's some feelings behind the hatred, and I know if I
Emotional.
feel bad for not liking somebody, but
There's
I
some
feel
emotions
worse
there.
because other people don't like them.
Yeah, some feelings there.
Yeah, that's. I could be wrong. I might just be lying. I don't know, but
I mean, I can understand the concern, for mental health and this, that, and the other, but you also got to be concerned with the strain that you put on that mental health yourself, and not what other people doing as well.
look, Tracy, I ain't gonna dog you too much because I know. You know what? I think I have virtually or pretty close to the same situation where me and somebody don't get along, but a lot of other people don't get along with this person either. And it's like for like 4 seconds out of every 2 weeks, I feel bad for them because I know all these people don't like them. And kind of the same thing. Like I don't know if they know how many people don't like them, but I don't think they could handle it if they did know. So do I think you tripping? Yes. But at the same time, I can kind of understand what you're going through. However, since I'm not the one to ask this question, I still need to know what the reasons is that y'all ain't friends no more.
Right. Well, with mental health being an issue nowadays, you do kind of got to be careful with stuff like that, and like we was talking about earlier, bullying and all that stuff. So I mean, I guess it kind of ties in, but you also got to take responsibility for the things that you did yourself. But
well, I'm gonna say
I
this.
don't know what your intent would be. Like, what are you thinking about being friends with her again simply because other people don't like her? I don't know if that's fair to her because I don't feel like that you being a true friend. You just being friends because
I'm gonna give you what is going to be the most honest advice in this podcast from me today. If you know that this person won't be able to handle however many people don't like them, you don't necessarily have to step in and say something, but I'm telling you, it sounds like, I don't know how long y'all was friends before y'all stopped being friends, but it sounds like you care a little bit at least.
right.
You don't have to be that person's friend to kind of basically kind of give them a heads up, like this type of thing is happening, that's coming your way or whatever. There's nothing wrong with you trying to help out, but like Mark said, don't do it just because of the other people. If you care about that person, there's nothing wrong with you still trying to help them. You don't have to be somebody's friend to give them advice or help them out. But don't do it just because you feel bad. Do it because you really care about that person.
Yeah, and I'm gonna correct myself. I don't mean to sound like I'm saying that you shouldn't be friends with the person because other people are being mean to them. But if you feel like that's an issue for that person, then most definitely reach out to that person to check on them. I mean, like I said, you ain't got to be buddy with that person, but reaching out to a text message, hey, you doing all right? Everything all right? You cool? Anything you want to talk about? Stuff like that. That'll go a long ways for somebody that's in that situation. So I don't want to sound like too like I'm being too hard, but
Yeah, and to go a little bit further with what Mark said, which is slightly out of my character, but at the same time, that person might know that all these people don't like them, and they might need to hear from somebody that they're comfortable with,
Yeah, you reaching out
I'm
to them
here
might
for
make
you.
the biggest difference.
They actually might really need that right now. So I'm not going to tell you not to do it. I'm just telling you, you don't have to be best friends with them again or nothing like that. but they really might need to hear from somebody like you to, actually see this shit coming, and it might actually help if you approach them and be like, this is what's going on. You ain't even got to explain why. They're going to know why you're telling them anyway, but they might actually need to hear that shit for real.
Yeah, and I guess that's something else too that needs to be normalized too. Is like sometimes reach out to your friends and your family and stuff like that to make sure that they doing okay. I know I'm bad at it. I'm good for shooting a text here and there, but I'm not great at the phone call. But sometimes that's what people need. They need that little somebody to reach out to them and check on them.
Even a text is good, man. Sometimes people don't. There's some people that don't have anybody reaching out to them, and they just dealing with whatever come their way, trying to by themselves. So even just that text, because I do the same shit, but even just that text might have been just what they needed to get them over the hump. You know what I mean? So
it might make them feel like at least somebody cares, or somebody knows who the real they are. You know what I'm saying? But me personally, like I would say, if you feel like it's to that point that you think that they're gonna do something to themselves or that their mental state ain't good, then most definitely reach out to that person. But that doesn't mean that you have to be their best friend or whatever.
Yeah, and that's what I was about to say. I don't like to think that anybody I am or was friends with, for that matter, regardless of why or how much I don't like them or whatever, I also don't like to think that any of them are in a position where they're thinking about hurting themselves to get away from whatever's going on. Like, and look, if any of them people that I'm talking about are listening to this, and I'm being real about this, if you feel like you're going to do some shit to yourself, you know how to get in touch with me. I will help you. Even if I don't like you, I still don't want to see you do something stupid to yourself. Like, that's just not... Right. That's not me. So, like Mark was saying, shooting that text or something every once in a while. Hey, how you doing? Everything going good. Like I said, that might be just what somebody needs to hear to keep them moving forward.
Yeah, I'd rather have that uncomfortable conversation with you or listen to you while you vent than, wake up one morning and read on Facebook that you did something to yourself or something like that. So, that's I'm the same way. If there's something that I can help you with or, try to help you with. I don't have all the answers, but I can listen. But you gotta be that person for your friends as well. Sometimes sometimes friendships are give and take. And sometimes
Absolutely.
you got to take more than you give. So.
And you're right. There's definitely something that needs to be normalized between people. Is like you said, you ain't gotta call nobody and have a 2-hour conversation, but holla. Even if you ain't talked to them in a while, just. Hey, how you doing? Just checking in on you, see how you doing.
Right, but
some people need that.
But be prepared to have that 2-hour conversation for somebody that may be in that mental state that that needs that.
Yeah,
that
I would say don't do it if you don't mean it though, because
right, yeah,
you're
definitely.
right. You might text somebody and say, "Hey, how you doing?" and you the first person that's reached out and they drop it on you. So be ready for that. Don't do it if you don't. If you're not genuinely trying to help, don't do it because
right, and it sounds
might end up with that.
It sounds like you care about that person, so that shouldn't be an issue. So, if you care enough about that person and write an email about them, then you can listen to them, for an hour or two.
Yeah,
or
you wrote me and I don't know you, so you really might want to write that person, just see how they doing, because like I said, they might be aware of how many people don't like them, but ain't got nobody to talk to about it or try to help them get through it. So that means, and I shouldn't say this because it helps me when you write me, but that means instead of writing me, you should be writing them.
Right.
As far as I'm concerned. Anyway, Tracy, I hope that work out for you. Hopefully you and your ex-friend or whatever, hopefully you can help if that's your intention. But, again, remember, some people might really need to hear things like that. And again, don't do it unless you mean it, because when you get in touch with somebody and ask them how they doing, they might actually tell you how they doing, and you might be in that conversation for a while. And
right.
If you're not genuine about it, they'll know it as soon as they start talking to you. So don't do it unless you mean it.
Yeah.
But anyway, Mark, that's our last email. I think that's plenty. And
Well,
again,
we ain't finished yet, are we?
I mean, we ain't got to be finished. What else you want to talk about?
Man, we can talk about whatever, man.
Matter of fact, what's been going on in Mark's life over there?
Oh, man.
Hey, man, can we talk about the tan line?
10 line. Oh, man. Bro.
Yo, I know y'all can't see this, right?
Oh, man, I'm still pulling from that shit. Was it like 2 weeks ago?
This dude got a tan line like he had a halter top on.
I'm kind of fair skinned, bro. Fair
skin.
Man, I'm like a French caramel or some shit like that, bro.
Grown ass black man with a tan line. Do I need to say more?
Yeah, I had a little adventure, man. I went kayaking for the first time, man, and that was kind of an adventure in itself. I lost my damn phone.
You eat all kinds of weird shit. Then you run around with bubble guts and fucking around out on the water.
I almost drowned.
Lose your phone and shit costing you money.
Bruh, that damn first, I'm telling you, man, that first like 10, 15 seconds I was in the water, dog. Oh my God. I guess I need to tell the story.
Yeah, you go and tell this story.
Yeah, so we went kayaking with a friend and whatnot, and my dumb ass, she had a wet pack, and she had my phone in the wet pack, and I'm like, nah, I want my phone with me so I can take pictures. I ain't thinking that, the kayak can turn over and none of that shit.
You didn't think that he's sitting in the middle of fucking water with an electronic device wasn't going to be an issue, is what he's saying.
Well, that wasn't the problem. The problem was my dumb ass put it in the little safe compartment thing, and I took it out of there thinking that water was going to get in there. Well, we started off, I get in the damn kayak, I get like 3 little swipes, bro, each side. I don't even think, man, I wasn't even 5 feet from the damn dock. That motherfucker started turning, bro. I was like, oh shit, I'm in the water. I tell you what, the panic didn't set in until my feet, I tried to touch the damn bottom of the lake. And I was pedaling, bro. I was like, oh shit. Wow. I know I'm 6'4", 6'5", son. That's gotta be about 8, 9, 10 feet deep.
And look, I know that feeling. I'll be the first to tell y'all, I cannot swim. That's right, I said I cannot swim. But I was in the ocean with my dumb ass. See, strike one already.
Yeah.
And like, I don't swim, so I don't really know how the ocean works. Like, when I first got in, it was like to my knees. I was like, all right, cool, I'm good. I'm still dry on the top. Then, like, 10 seconds later, this shit was up to my waist, and I'm like, uh-oh.
Oh, shit.
Then, my lovely wife said, and I quote to somebody who can't swim, "Let me get on your shoulders." It was her exact words.
You can't swim?
Hell no. Look, if I'm in a situation where I have to, I can. But as recreation, it ain't happening. Gotcha. I can't do it. But I ain't going to drown either. I almost did.
Okay.
I get to that. She said, when she said, "Can I get on your shoulders?" the water was at my nipple line, bro. I'm just going to be real with you.
Nothing about your nipples,
It
bro.
was at my nipple line, bro. And she said, "Can I get on your shoulders?" And I said, and I quote, "You get on my fucking shoulders, I got to put my head under the water for you to do that," which I wasn't going to do. So then, like, we sitting there splashing, playing around and shit. I'm facing the shore. She facing the ocean behind me. Then, while we joking and shit, she move off to the side. I don't know why. I look back. Fucking wave was like 12 feet tall and it's coming straight for me, dog. I can't even do nothing. All I did was duck my head down. Then when I opened my eyes, 'cause I ain't gonna lie, I closed my eyes, bro. I was a little worried.
Ah, shit, son. About to drown, son.
I opened my eyes. First of all, I was underwater. Strike 2. Second of all, when I tried to put my hands down, I felt sand. And I'm like, all right, I feel sand, but I'm underwater. The only reason I didn't drown is because I didn't panic.
Right.
So I was like, all right, hold my breath. The part of me that need to be above water is going to float. When I got my head up over the water line, this motherfucker standing there laughing. I was mad as shit, bro. Look, I don't know how effective stomping is when you in the water. I stomped my ass all the way back to the shore. Did not get back in the water the whole time we was there. Fuck that shit, bro. So I know how you feel.
Yeah, man, I lost that damn. Where's the
And if
iPhone?
one of y'all motherfuckers laugh, I will find you too.
The iPhone 12 Pro. I'm still paying on that motherfucker, bro. I'm mad as hell about that.
Somebody
shit.
fished your shit out.
Man, I tried to dive and dive. I don't know how many times I tried to dive for that shit, but yeah. Good news is I still can swim. Bad news is I lost my goddamn phone.
The important news is
I had a good time though.
what happened to him will never happen to me.
That shit was fun though. It was relaxing though. You
Yeah,
know?
I believe you look fun. I'll watch you from the shore every time.
Yeah, I had a good time. I'd do it again. I actually want to buy a kayak of my own. You know what I'm
It
saying?
was fucked up though. You won't catch me in the kayak, but I'll hop in the boat in a minute, knowing I can't swim.
Yeah. I like boats and all that stuff. Like,
But I won't be in the
Sea-Doos and all
kayak.
that.
That's too close to the
yeah, that like I said, I panicked for a second. 'Cause I hadn't swam since I was probably about 15, 16 years old.
You the only motherfucker I know to have a near fatal accident. And be like, you know what? I think I'm gonna buy a kayak.
And that was the only time I tipped over the first 2 times I tried to go out.
Yeah, you crazy as hell.
She like, here's your hat. I'm like, fuck my hat. Where's my phone? I lost my damn phone. Like, start panicking a little bit.
Did she try to call the phone when it was under the water, bro?
We tried, dog. We did. But where we was, I guess she couldn't pick up reception.
Yo, what if you knew, like, you know your phone in the water, right? And she tried to call, what somebody would answer this shit? Hello?
I was just hoping that, you know, maybe, because it was kind of dark. Well, not dark, but kind of.
Well, hold on.
But you know how the water is once you
Okay,
get deep.
I thought you meant like dark outside. I was like, are you trying to kill yourself?
Hell no. I ain't that dumb. But, you know, I thought maybe if she called it might light up and I might, you know, like, oh, there that motherfucker go. I could try to die right there.
You know, electronics don't really work underwater.
It's an iPhone 5. I mean, iPhone 12 Pro, bro. It's waterproof.
The Titanic was a big ass boat.
And plus, it was in like a
See what
Ziploc
happened to
bag.
that?
It was in a Ziploc bag, too.
So somebody got your shit. Is
Probably.
What you saying.
Probably. I
Your
just,
shit was protected. Some little kid walking around like, mommy, look what I found.
yeah.
Who is Mark?
I ain't there.
Why
So-
does this person keep calling them?
Nah. I got that shit
Damn,
changed over
bruh.
the same day. Yeah, but besides that, man, just working and, you know, dealing with crazy ass people. You know, trying to
There's
stay out the
plenty.
way,
Ain't
man.
no shortage of them.
Just living that single life, trying to maintain, man.
I don't really know about the single life anymore. It's been a long time.
Excuse my language, but these, ooh,
You want me to say it for you?
Ooh.
I know what you're gonna say already.
They crazy
These
out here,
bitches
dog.
crazy. I said it.
crazy as hell, man.
Every last one of y'all, except you. You right there. Yeah, you. Except you. You ain't crazy. You cute as a motherfucker. How you
I
doing?
just look behind me.
And you know, there's one crazy like shit. He talking about me.
Nah, we talking about all y'all motherfuckers. Nah, but besides that, man, just chilling, working, man.
Yeah, I feel
Just
you.
bought a house recently, trying to work on that a little bit, but
Big pockets.
I don't know about all that. Just living life, man.
That's what's up, man. That's good. Ain't shit going on with me. I'm same old person. Got some shin splints going on. Shit kind of hurt a little bit.
That's that shit happen when you get old.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. That pain hit me, bro. I screamed out a little bit. I ain't even gonna lie. Like I made like a lot of noise, like a lot. Like
Yeah, that shit sound like it hurt. I've had heel spurs, but I ain't never had
imagine watching a western and somebody gets shot in the back with an arrow and they make that little weird noise like ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was me, bro. That shit hurt like hell.
Man, it's crazy getting old, man. I think I've been having like a case of tendonitis in my elbow or some shit. It's like, man, what the fuck is going on with me, man? But, you know, I guess you live and you learn, and life is, you know,
Ain't nothing you can do about it.
life is halfway decent, you know. I ain't complaining, though.
Well, that's how we doing. Y'all can write in and let us know how y'all doing and what y'all got on y'all's mind. Hey, that reminds me, look, I'm trying to step it up a little bit, but I need y'all's help. So now, when I release an episode, that same episode is going to be released to my YouTube channel. it's going to be audio form, but you can find it on YouTube. So y'all make sure y'all go to that, subscribe, and all that good stuff. The more y'all to subscribe, the more I can do, the
What's
better
the
I
name
think
of
this
it
shit
gonna
I
be on
get.
YouTube?
It's under, as far as I'm concerned, with Reese Ross on YouTube.
Okay.
I'll post a link on my Facebook page and stuff. Right now, I can't change the link to be what I want to until enough of y'all subscribe. In other words, if y'all ain't subscribing, I can't do the shit the way I want to. But once I get enough people and everything, then I think I'm gonna go ahead and make the conversion from the podcast being just audio to doing video too.
Yeah, that's dope.
Had quite a few people, including this motherfucker sitting across from me, pushing me that way. But you know,
I'm always gonna push you to do better, man.
Yeah, and if I want it to work, then I got to do what I got to do to make it work. So y'all make sure y'all do that. And also, you know, if you got something to say, got something you want to hear about, there's always an email address. It's afaicpod@gmail.com. I'm also going to be introducing some new segments to this podcast. As a lot of you people that know me, I'm a huge fan of true crime and paranormal stories and stuff like that. So I'm going to weave some of that into this podcast. If I get a big enough response on them, I might turn that into its own separate thing. So make sure when y'all hear that, let me know what you think about it. And again, even those you can send, like if you got a case you want to hear about or some place that's haunted that you want to hear about or something like that, send that shit in to me. I'll do it. If y'all like it, then we'll keep it going. And like I said, if it does what I want it to do, then the true crime and paranormal will become its own thing, become its own separate podcast. But the only way I can do it is if I hear from y'all. So I'm putting it on y'all. The ball is in y'all's court now.
I just need a couple more AKAs. That's all I need, bro.
Hey man, go on do your thing, bro.
Nah, I'm
You
saying.
got until I finish my drink to spit out a couple.
No, I'm saying I need them to send me a couple more AKAs in. I know there's a couple more out there that I forgot.
Yo, that reminds me. That's a good point. So here's the thing. This segment with the true crime and paranormal, right? I have a name in mind for this segment and or podcast if I decide to turn it into its own. But what I'm also going to put to y'all, especially the ones of y'all that know me, even if you don't know me and you listen to this podcast, if you have an idea for a name for this segment of this podcast, it's going to be true crime and paranormal stories, send it in. I promise you, I will look at them. Like I said, I already have a name that I like, but if one of y'all send me something that I like better, not only will I go with that name, I will make sure that I give you credit on air for that name, for giving me that name. And not only that, if I like the name and I can get you in here, I'll put you on one of the episodes letting you tell a story, and we'll rock it like that. So make sure y'all do that too. Send that to the email address. You can hit me up on Facebook. Of course, you can leave messages on the YouTube channel and stuff like that too. So I'm leaving that on y'all too.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, a little something for the people, you know what I'm saying?
Listener participation. I like it.
Some make them want to jump up and down, sharing candy and stuff, you know.
What you say about candy?
I mean, and the last thing is, I've had more than one person ask me, is there going to be, as far as I'm concerned, merchandise at some point? And again, that stuff
swag.
is the term. I mean, you know, I don't really like that particular term for some reason. I don't even really know why, but I don't know. It just
you
bothers
like swag, man?
I don't know, bro. I'm old, bro. I'm old. But look,
I need a trucker hat.
if y'all want that stuff, I need to hear that y'all want that stuff. I've only heard a few people say, or a couple people that asked me about it, but the problem is, there's not been enough interest for me to start producing that stuff. But if enough of y'all say, hey, you know, I want a t-shirt, I want some stickers or fucking truckers hat, I don't know what that was very random actually.
I
but
like
look,
truckers hat, man. What the
if
hell?
enough of y'all say that y'all want that stuff, and look, don't get it twisted, that shit ain't gonna be free. But if enough people say they want it, then I'll start producing that stuff. A lot of this is based on what y'all think and what y'all say y'all want. So if you want something, say it loud enough and enough people say it, then I'll try to make it happen. And that's how it's going to go.
Say it loud and proud.
That's what's up as far as I'm concerned. But look, we're going to get out of here. Big Mark,
Always a pleasure, man. You know.
Sure, you want to slide an AKA in there?
Oh yeah, this is Big Mark, aka Bearded Legend, aka that man. I forgot them all, man.
I'm Reese Rawson. If you want to know my AKA, ask your mom about me.
Oh,
I'll holla at you. Peace.
Oh, that's some bullshit.
As far as I'm concerned, this shit is over.